Hey, Agaho guys, we got the first battle here from the July 2012, yes, 2012, TPX draft tournament. We drafted 9 guys, made a 2-2-2 mixed tier team out of them, and our first battle here is actually a test battle against the guy who was not in the draft. It's Enzap from the Winter 11 series, Buzz or the Magnum I think is what he was called then, and I just told him to bring whatever, so it's going to be whatever team up against my mixed tier team. So we're going to lead out with I'm a champ, Gutsman, and since he's not a Diamond brother, for whatever reason, I guess I don't expect Brave Bird to come in. So we're just going to go straight for a dynamic punch and see how much this does as he sets up spikes, and it does over 50%. So Muscle Band helping out a little bit, and yeah, I'm content to just go for that again and see what wants to come in and try to deal with him a champ. He's going to use Fly, actually, going through Confusion. But little known thing is Fly is kind of nerfed out by No Guard. Oh no, I can't find my emote strips, that's terrible. But we're just gonna, yeah, dynamic punch through Fly thanks to No Guard. And kind of a comical way to get things rolling here for this last series of 4th Gen. And Alakazam comes in, two of Psych 180's favorite guys, and Machamp is definitely not going to be favored right here, so we're going to get out to our special wall, which is going to be one of our NUs, Iceman. He loves Roll, and right now he's really loving that Spikes and not Stealth Rock. Takes a Psychic, takes it pretty well, and we're just going to have to threaten him back with Toxic is about all this guy's got. It's kind of a joke moveset. We don't care about Synchronize due to Rest Talk, but I do care about Heatran coming in and nullifying Toxic. We do actually have a 4 times effective move against Heatran, but it's Mud Slap. So this time we're going to go for it. We're going to go to somebody else. And we need someone who can take a fire move, and we kind of have a... I guess he's kind of a mixed... Well, this team kind of has 2 mixed walls. With Flashman here, this guy is a little bit more specially inclined, and the other guy's a little bit more physically inclined, although they can kind of both do both. So it takes a Lava Plume, doesn't take too much, but does take a burn. This guy does have Heal Bell. He's just got Heal Bell and then 3 attacks. Discharge over T-Bolt and Surf and Ice Beam. I would like to clear the burn off, but it's not that big a deal. Nobody else is statused, so I'm just going to go for some damage. And in comes a Swampert, which is going to take a Surf, and it's probably going to take it pretty well that I'm going to have to switch out and avoid an Earthquake. Earth Power from Heatran I didn't fear that much. I could probably live that. But Earthquake from Swampert, no way. So we're going to switch out here. Thankfully, again, it is Spikes and not Stealth Rock, because we're going to take this chance to try to get in one of our more devastating guys. And for free, it's going to be Beat Togekiss coming in. And yep, he goes for Earthquake, so we get in for free. And this is actually a nasty plot Togekiss. So we're going to set that up right away and see what he wants to do about it. Set up a nasty plot. And he's going to respond with a Toxic, which could be painful if not for having Beat equipped with a Lumberry, which is exactly what that Lumberry is there for. Canceling out status, I guess also paralysis. But any kind of status, of course, would be detrimental to this thing trying to go on a prolonged sweep. So we're just going to go for Air Slash. He's almost at full, but +2 Air Slash is nothing to laugh at from Togekiss. And it's going to stroke that Swampert almost in 1 hit. So if it's going to knock out Swampert in almost 1 hit, yeah, it's going to be a big threat. But he does have at least 1 guy here to outspeed it, which is Alakazam. Gonna go for a Psychic, and you know, all that speed, well, some of the speed and a lot of the power, sacrificing some bulk, and takes a good amount from that. Fortunately, that Alakazam does not Focus Sash, and we're able to get that down, so that's 2 kills for Beat, and see what he wants to bring in here. And it's gonna be a Dragonite, which is one of the best things to use against Togekiss, thanks to, for 4th Gen, you gotta have Inner Focus. So... if he's slower, then might not kill him. Dragonite's pretty bulky, and of course he won't be able to flinch. But he is faster and goes for Dragon Claw. And Beat had, I don't know, about 25% more HP or so. Probably could have lived that, but that low, it's not gonna happen. So we only have 1 guy on this team who has Ice attacks, and that's, I guess, what we're gonna go into here. Beat got me 2 kills, so good job. Take a rest. And we're going to drop in Reaverbot, the Claydol, and just shoot some Ice Beams and stuff. It's nothing too complicated there. It's going to get a Dragon Claw off, see how much this does, and only does about 100 points. It's I think Reaverbot takes that pretty well. Has a Yacha Berry, but I don't think it's too relevant. It looks like it's going to be a 2-hit KO anyway, as that did not do over half, so yeah, it was going to be a 2-hit KO either way. So Heatran comes in to pretty much nullify an Ice Beam, but you know, we have that wonderful Ice and Ground combination with Earth Power, and yeah, so if it for some reason had a Sash, that Ice Beam canceled it out. And we're just going to Earth Power here and expect it to kill since it's 4 times effective stab. And yep, that's going to get the kill. So yeah, we've had a lot of offense coming in from my side. And he's only got, I believe, 2 guys left. And we can deal with Dragonite, but Breloom, oh my, Breloom. Always a threat to come in. And if you have a moment of weakness, Breloom can just pounce. And there you go. So for some reason I decided to leave Reaverbot in. Yeah, probably a mistake there. Going to several other guys are going to be pretty much useless at this point, so it would have been nice to get them slept. Of course, this way I get to burn a turn of sleep, yes, but you know, if this thing's got Seed Bomb, or if it's got Stone Edge over Seed Bomb, then maybe Reaverbot can live, you know, Focus Punch and Stone Edge. But anyway, we're going to go into Shadow Man here. This is kind of a funky set. It's got Spite. So if indeed he does have Stone Edge, he obviously can't Focus Punch the Ghost type, then we can maybe Spite those away. But he's got Seed Bomb instead, which is a bummer. And even more of a bummer is that he gets a crit and just knocks out Shadow Man in 1 hit. And that sucks. So who are we going to bring in here? In a massive hole, of course, against Breloom with a sub up. And I really don't know much what we're going to do about it. Unless you have a dedicated Breloom counter on your team. Breloom is always going to be a big threat in the side. Threat to the side. Thorn in the side. It's a threat, certainly. And thinking about this, going over options of what to bring in. And I guess we're just going to go in with Gutsman. And he seems like he's most likely to be able to live a hit from a Breloom. He's got close to max HP, but I certainly don't really expect him to. We're just going to go for the Dynamic Punch. And Confusion, unfortunately, is not going to carry over through the sub, but at least we can indeed break the sub, and then maybe somebody else can have a chance. I don't know. Really not sure who else we would have had that could have broken the sub and been faster than Breloom. So we're going to eat the Focus Punch, and yep, he's not going to be able to survive that. And really, I guess at this point, what's our best bet? Perhaps Flashman. He's got Ice Beam, but he's pretty slow, and Breloom tends to carry some speed. Regice is not really going to do much either, and Claydol's asleep. So we're going to go into Lantern, and I guess just hope that this Breloom's really slow now that he's shown me Seed Bomb. Yep, it is going to be faster. Seed Bomb's going to be exactly what he needs here over Stone Edge. And yep, doesn't have any chance of dealing with that. No sub on the Breloom at least. But yeah, oh man, talk about a definition of useless with this Regice's moveset. So that's not going to do anything at all. So I'm just going to hope that maybe Claydol gets a 1-turn Wake. Get an Ice Beam off. That's going to be about all I can do. Unfortunately, he's also weak to Seed Bomb. So doesn't get the 1-turn where I burned 1 turn of sleep when I stayed in on it. And yeah, we'll see if he can maybe live a Seed Bomb and at least break the sub. I don't think looks like it's all going to be for a losing effort. Does indeed live 1 Seed Bomb, but is still asleep. So it looks like Breloom's going to carry out this sweep with a sub, and such is the power of Breloom. Coming back down from, what was that, like 2-5 or so, something like that. Just comes back, and I have no answer for it. And it gets 1 turn of tempo, 1 turn of advantage, and just sweeps through the rest of my guys. So there you go. Obviously, Mudslap and Toxic are not going to touch Breloom, and it's going to end this battle. So, you know, of course, this was against, was it all OU? I don't know. It was a bunch of good guys, certainly. But anyway, we're just gonna pull a rest for no real reason, just to let Focus Punch get the full 100% damage KO. That's gonna do it for this battle. We had about 5 or 6, I think, battles in this series with this team, so you guys can look forward to those for the rest of this week. This is, of course, our final series of 4th Gen. We have X and Y coming out at the end of this week. If you really want to waste an hour or 2 of your time and look and see what all the people in this tournament drafted, we do have an old video that I guess I'll put a link to in the description of I actually recorded the Skype call of us doing the draft. So if you want to check that out, by all means do. Otherwise, hope you'll stick around for the rest of the games in this series, and later days.